Every day presents us with two choices: to grow or to remain as we are. Life doesn't hand out rewards based on wishes, hopes, or good intentions. It responds to effort, discipline, and those small but decisive actions that compound over time. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. And becoming that person is a daily task, not a once-a-year declaration or a temporary burst of enthusiasm. To live a life of meaning, contribution, and fulfillment, you must make a personal commitment to work on yourself a little more each day. The great truth about life is that you don't need to change everything overnight. You only need to build the right habits, the right mindset, and the right inner strength, one intentional day at a time. The secret is consistency, showing up for your growth, even when you don't feel like it, even when no applause accompanies your efforts, even when progress feels invisible. Because hidden inside every day is an opportunity to refine your vision, sharpen your discipline, nurture your potential, and align your actions with the future you desire. You can't always control circumstances, but you can absolutely control how prepared you are. You can control how strong your mind becomes. You can control how much you learn, how you treat people, how you take care of your body, and how you respond to challenges. And when you make these things your daily priority, life begins to shift, quietly at first, then powerfully. You start to notice that you handle problems with more clarity, make decisions with greater confidence, and move toward your goals with a sense of purpose instead of pressure. Every day gives you a new chance to invest in yourself, to feed your mind with ideas that lift you higher, to strengthen your body so it supports your ambitions instead of limiting them, to build relationships that add richness to your journey, to expand your skills so you respond to opportunity instead of merely hoping for it, to cultivate gratitude so your heart remains open, steady, and generous, and most importantly, to take action, small, consistent, forward-moving action toward the life you dream about. Working on these things is not just a strategy for success, it's a strategy for living well. When you commit to growth, life opens up, people show up, ideas come, courage builds. Bit by bit, your days become more meaningful, your efforts more aligned, and your future more certain. You start to feel the quiet satisfaction of knowing you are becoming someone capable of holding the life you want. This journey is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is about choosing to step into each day with intention and refusing to settle for a version of yourself that no longer matches the future you desire. Because when you work on the right things every day, your life begins to transform slowly, steadily, and beautifully from the inside out. A clear vision is the foundation of every meaningful achievement, and cultivating it is something that must be done continuously, not occasionally. Each day, you are presented with a choice: either drift through your routines without direction, or intentionally move toward a future you have consciously designed. Vision is what gives shape to your days and purpose to your actions. It is the inner picture that pulls you forward, especially when life becomes heavy or uncertain. Without vision, life becomes reactive. With vision, life becomes deliberate. Every morning is an opportunity to revisit the future you are building. You don't need grand theatrics or complicated rituals, just a quiet moment to reconnect with the person you want to become. Imagine how you want to speak, think, work, and live. Picture the peace, strength, and stability you want in your daily life. Picture the relationships you desire, the work you want to create, the growth you want to experience, and the contribution you hope to make. Let these pictures be vivid enough to inspire you, yet flexible enough to evolve as you evolve. Vision is not about predicting the future, it's about guiding your choices. It's a compass that helps you decide what deserves your attention and what must be removed from your path. When your vision is clear, your priorities fall into place. You begin to notice which habits support the future you want and which habits sabotage it. You discover the difference between urgent and important, between distraction and direction. A clear vision makes discipline easier because it reminds you why the effort matters. But vision also requires honesty. Each day, you must look inward and ask yourself if your actions match the future you say you want. If your vision is to live with confidence, are you taking steps that build confidence? If your vision is to be healthier, are your choices aligned with that reality? If your vision is to experience peace, are you protecting your environment from chaos? A vision that is never examined becomes a dream. A vision that is revisited and aligned with daily action becomes a lifestyle. Your vision should challenge you. It should be big enough to stretch your imagination, yet believable enough that you can begin working toward it today. You don't have to know every step, nor do you need certainty about how everything will unfold. What you need is the courage to imagine something greater than what you've known and the discipline to take steps toward it regularly. Life has a way of distracting you with noise, responsibilities, and unexpected problems. That's why vision must be renewed daily. When you take a moment to remind yourself of where you're going, you regain clarity, you regain motivation, you regain ownership of your path. You stop living by impulse and begin living by intention. A clear vision is not just about the future. It transforms the present. It brings meaning to your efforts, strength to your decisions, and hope to your spirit. When you consistently work on your vision every day, thinking about it, refining it, and aligning your actions with it, you unlock a quiet but powerful force that begins shaping your life from the inside out. A strong mindset is built the same way physical strength is built, through daily commitment, deliberate repetition, and the willingness to push beyond comfort. Discipline is the foundation of that mindset. It is the quiet power behind every meaningful accomplishment, and it shapes the way you think, behave, and respond to challenges. Without discipline, your emotions take the driver's seat. With discipline, your purpose takes control. Every day, you must work on strengthening your mind because life will always test its limits. The mind becomes stronger through the choices you make when no one is watching. Waking up when you said you would, following through on promises to yourself, finishing tasks even when the excitement has faded. These small victories stack up, creating a sense of trust within yourself. You begin to believe that you can rely on your own word. That trust becomes confidence, and that confidence becomes momentum. Suddenly, you are no longer waiting for motivation. You're acting because discipline has become part of who you are. Challenges are not setbacks, they are training. Every difficulty presents an opportunity to build mental resilience. When something goes wrong, you learn to pause, breathe, and respond instead of reacting impulsively. When you face discomfort, you learn that discomfort is temporary, but quitting builds habits that last. When doubt whispers, you learn to keep moving anyway, proving to yourself that you can take action even when your confidence feels shaky. These moments strengthen your mindset far more than easy days ever could. you must also feed your mind intentionally. A disciplined mindset cannot thrive on negativity, distraction, or mental junk food. Each day, expose yourself to ideas that expand your thinking. Read something empowering. Listen to something educational. Seek out people who elevate your perspective rather than drain your energy. The quality of what enters your mind determines the quality of what comes out through your choices, your actions, and your attitude. Just as important as feeding your mind is protecting it. Avoid environments that weaken your resolve. Distance yourself from people who constantly complain or belittle your aspirations. Set boundaries with habits that pull you away from your goals. Excessive scrolling, procrastination, or anything that numbs your potential instead of activating it. Discipline is not just about what you do, it's also about what you refuse to tolerate. As you strengthen your mindset daily, you begin to notice changes. You become more patient, your focus sharpens, you recover from setbacks faster, you stop taking everything personally, you develop the inner calm needed to make better decisions. You start to feel grounded, steady, and in control of your direction. Your mind becomes a tool you use, not a wild force that controls you. The true power of discipline reveals itself over time. What begins as effort eventually becomes identity. You no longer have to convince yourself to do the right things. You simply do them because that's who you've become. A disciplined mindset doesn't eliminate challenges, but it transforms how you navigate them. It turns fear into courage, doubt into strategy, and obstacles into stepping stones. Working on your mindset every day is one of the greatest investments you can make in yourself. When your mind becomes strong, everything else in your life becomes more manageable. A disciplined mind doesn't just help you succeed, it helps you become the kind of person who refuses to settle for anything less than your best. Your body is the foundation that supports every dream, every responsibility, and every ambition you hold. Without energy, strength, and vitality, even the greatest vision becomes difficult to pursue. That's why nourishing your body with movement and quality fuel each day is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Your physical health influences your mindset, your productivity, your emotions, and your ability to show up fully in life. When your body functions well, everything else becomes easier. When it struggles, everything else becomes heavier. Movement is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself each day. It doesn't need to be extreme or complicated. A simple walk, stretching your muscles, lifting weights, or even 10 minutes of intentional breathing can awaken your energy and sharpen your mind. Movement reminds you that you are capable. It releases tension, clears mental fog, and boosts your enthusiasm. Even on days when motivation feels low, the act of moving your body creates momentum. It signals to your brain that you are alive, engaged, and committed to your well-being. The goal is consistency, not perfection. A little bit of movement daily is far more powerful than an intense workout once in a while. Fueling your body with nourishing food is another form of self-respect. Your body is constantly working for you.